define whether it will reach safely or not.
No, 1 second. MJ Akbar. No, MJ Akbar.
Introduce the term Duronto into railways.
No.
Forget all this. You asked a good question and I have an answer. It's a well-defined answer, well-known.
And then...
Let him finish.
You know, but to call Lord Meghnad Desai, who is a Labour peer of the realm, right-wing, I think he's a bit of an affront.
No, that's all right. That's all. He's as much a Labour peer as the... 1 second. He's as much a Labour peer as the Mirror used to be a Labour newspaper. My question is this. Where does the 60,000 crore bullet train come from?
Okay, here's
you say we have no money. No.
Is it? And who can pay for it?
It comes from raising resources.
Where? How?
I shall tell you. May I
Public-private partnership.
Can I please answer this?
Okay, 1 second.
Hang on, time out. I know this.
They come from expansion of the economy and come from many other sources.
Akbar, please, I know the answer.
Okay, Mr. Akbar.
Okay. First and foremost, Pawan, here's my request to you, Pawan. Hang on, just hang on for 1 minute. Hang on for 1 minute. My request to Pawan, since Pawan is an extremely well-read person, may I request you to read 2 volumes of the Railway Reform Committee's report. It was chaired by Rakesh Mohan and came out in 2002. The Railway Minister was your ex-Chief Minister, who accepted in principle almost all the recommendations but told us he can't do it. Okay? Please read the 2 volumes. You will actually find a lot of answers to it. Some really serious people spend 18 months working hard with railways to do this. Answer to where your resources. I'll give you an example. Along the city of Bombay, starting from VT or Chhatrapati Shivaji, all the way along the central line to Thane, or from Churchgate, all the way to Dahisar, how much land is there? What is this land doing?
Okay.
What is it doing for railways?
Okay.
Why must railways, I am asking 2 questions simultaneously. Why must railways have Badwar Park in Cuff Parade, just as people who are MPs live in 3-acre mansions in Lutyens' Delhi? Why?
No, understood, but that's not explained in the budget. Pawan Verma, what's your response to that? My question again, once again, is this. 1 second. My question is, are we fooling the people of this country? No, 1 second.
Just to respond to Onkar.
Yeah, Pawan Verma, just want to encapsulate this. The question is this. Is this government fooling the people of this country by presenting this one big carrot that one day you're going to travel on a bullet train? I mean, for God's sake. You can't even ensure that the Rajdhani is safe. And you say we are going to get you a bullet train going at 350 kilometers per hour, which requires 60,000 crores. And I'm asking the Modi government, please, Mr. Modi, tell us why are you putting the carrot of a bullet train? You don't have the money for a bullet train. Either you want to distract attention away of the people, and then you talk about public-private partnerships. You haven't been able to raise 1 penny through public-private partnerships. This is the most unsuccessful model in the world. So please, MJ Akbar, remember.
This particular budget, there is a calculation about the public-private partnership. This particular budget, Sadananda Gowda gave us the information that in our country, last year, target was rupees 6,000 crore through public-private partnership. Almost nothing of that has been realized. And now, you are speaking of public-private partnership only in those sectors, the connectivity sectors, particularly with the mines. You are speaking of connectivity with the seaports. You are speaking of connectivity with the power sectors. So the private sector will obviously invest where there is a chance of profit. They will take the blood from you. And the entire body will
No, exactly.
That is the reality. The question is, now you are talking about money. We are emphasizing on government investment. Let the government invest. You don't give concessions.
The private sector will only participate.
Must not be given as tax concessions.
Hang on.
You spend that money to build infrastructure for developmental purpose.
Watch it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, the private sector, I completely agree with you, will put in money where they see a return on capital. But the money that they put in there takes away the money that the government needed to put in there.
Yeah, but there's no money coming in.
No money is coming yet. We don't know whether
there's
it
no
will.
money coming in.
But we don't want to have.
It won't come in.
have unthinking negatives on PPP. Just as you don't want an unthinking positive and drumming of support for it. Yeah.
No, but this is so unfair. The BJP till last year says, and I quote, and yes, I'm coming to you, Pawan Verma and Mr. Mungekar, and I must say, Lord Meghnad Desai, I am astonished at the amount of respect that you're showing all the other panelists, including me tonight, by not interrupting even once. The question is, till last year, the BJP says that there is not even a single public-private partnership success story in the railways. Today, you hinge your entire project, your entire railway budget to the possibility of successful public-private partnerships. I mean, who are you fooling? Bullet trains, public-private partnerships? I mean, you know how much of this is achievable and how much of this is not. And no populism, and then you roll back the suburban fare hike in Mumbai. Proof of the pudding, MJ Akbar, is in the eating. It's not the loud words or the criticism of other governments which you'll be remembered for. It is for the action which you can actually achieve, not for the promises that you lay out. Pawan Verma responding now. Pawan Verma. Pawan Verma.
Can I point out one?
Pawan Verma is responding to both you and Omkar.
Arnav.
No, may I point
Pawan Verma, please. Pawan Verma, after that, Mr. Mungekar.
Reading. Omkar, I recall going through the two-volume report.
One thing in your question.
Let's have a organized discussion. It was my turn on the floor.
Sure.
No, I was just saying, Omkar, that the two-volume report you referred to had a comprehensive, holistic plan by which, in a phased manner, you can put the railways back on its feet.
Absolutely.
When you mentioned Nitish Kumar, I can tell you that he was the only rail minister who raised the passenger fares marginally, but did so keeping in mind that the burden on the person who really uses the railways the most, in millions of numbers, the burden should be tolerable. Now, what has this budget done? It has a certain vision of an India, a superstructure of really elitist development, whereas you may have your eyes on the sky, but your feet must be on the ground.
Yeah.
You are raising money through PPP and FDI.
No.
Which sectors? How is it going to pay for it?
Let MJ Akbar respond.
Sure.
Let MJ Akbar respond.
Yeah,
MJ Akbar is responding.
Yes. There is a fundamental difference, Arnav, between the situation last year and the situation this year. Last year, Narendra Modi was not the Prime Minister of India.
Oh.
This year, even before the budgets have come in, you can see that the market response and the expectations that are there in the market from the private sector and the willingness to participate with the government.
So now we have to move to individual faith.
They believe will be actually good for the nation. Is really,
can you come down to brass tacks beyond just the sentimentalism of having Modi there? I mean, Modi there is not going to change everything.
Finally, it's reduced to the fact that Mr. Modi is there, whatever else the budget doesn't have.
Beyond the concept of my fellow panelists.
No, MJ Akbar, today Pawan Verma says everything, or your entire argument comes down to Mr. Modi is there, so things will be different. On fundamentals, public-private partnership, cost of the bullet train.
Yes.
Right? Effective populism versus fake populism. You are not giving specific answers. You're only repeatedly saying things have changed because Modi is there. Understood, Modi is there, but can you answer on specifics?
About bullet trains, please see the experience of China. I don't know what Omkar feels. In China, they've introduced bullet trains as part of the image-building exercise of a modern China. Half the trains are going empty because passengers can't pay the fare.
So may I come in? Yeah, hang on.
So you're saying, you're saying the Modi government is putting a pipe dream.
Hang on. Let's break this thing down. And Pawan, you have to do what you have to do. You are a Rajya Sabha MP against the party in power.
Don't hold that against him.
Pawan is a friend. So he has to do his dharma, his Raj Dharma. So, but look at it this way.
No, I believe what I'm saying.
I look at it this way. Pawan, hang on. I think you have to look at elements of this budget. All of it is not brilliant. Frankly speaking, the bullet train is to me a pipe dream of a man who wants to do something that China has done.
Yeah.
And his railway minister is only too happy to acquiesce. Okay? Now, keep that aside.
I mean, China's got 11,000 kilometers of bullet
criticize
trains.
it, or criticize it. I think the thing that we need to look at, forget about Modi, forget about Nitish, forget about Lalu, don't forget about Mamata, because she's impossible to forget. But remember one thing, that we have completely ruined one of the greatest infrastructures of this country, and over a 5, maybe 10-year period, we need to bring it back. And look at those elements in this budget that can help bring it back, and of course criticize what you think is over the top. And then let's be sensible about it.
Fine. So at least do we admit here, Mr. Mungekar, by the way, Mr. Mungekar and Meghnad Desai, bringing them back into the debate. Mr. Mungekar, you have not answered at all the big scam which we are speaking about. A bullet train costs 60,000 crores when it is put with lines, everything. Where did our 60,000 crore rupees go, sir, in all these years of the UPA government? पैसा कहाँ गया? Mungekar ji, जरा हमें बताइए. 60,000 crore, 99, no, 1 second, sir. This is a big scam. I put the graphic once again. Tell us, where did the money go?
There's corruption in the railways. You can't cover it up under PPP.
पैसा कहाँ गया?
Of course there is.
पैसा कौन खाया?
Of course there is.
पैसा कौन खाया? 60,000 crores, sir. 99 new line projects were announced in 10 years. Only one is complete. Will you say, will Rahul Gandhi tell us? Or should we go with a mic before Manmohan Singh and ask him where the money went? Because this is a big scam. So before you ask a single question to the BJP, first you answer my question on this one. Where did the money go? No, where did the money go?
Money was there. The projects that
no, the money was there. I know that in the 676 projects, 157,883 crore. Only 317 projects could be completed. 359 remain to be completed. They require 182,000 crores. I am asking you about the money spent. Where did the money go?
No,
where did the money go?
I will tell you. Please allow me to reply.
No, sir, where did the money go?
But let me allow you to please reply.
You don't dodge it.
Let me reply. But the one important question was, in order to get railway line expansion, the basic problem was acquiring the railway land and wherever.
Sir, where did the money go? You couldn't. Sir, out of 99 projects, you could complete one, which means 98 were not done. The money was sanctioned. Where did the money go? Where did the money go?
From the time of Jafar Sharif.
Sir, it's very
all the way down. From the time of Jafar Sharif.
No, where did the money go?
Hang on. Let me be very clear. From the time of Jafar Sharif, all the way down, with a small exception of Madhavrao Scindia,
I was bringing
huge
back
amounts
the
of money
to what
have been
Mr. Pawan Verma said.
Completely wasted. Allegedly buying land, allegedly getting tracks, allegedly spending money for doubling up tracks which have never seen the light of day. Do you know one thing? Here's something for you to think about. The time taken for the Deccan Mail to go from Victoria Terminus, Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus to Pune Terminus today is 15 minutes less than it took in 1947. Thank you very much.
Yeah, where did the money go? And you keep announcing schemes. What about the
15 minutes, not less, sorry. I made a mistake. 15 minutes more. So it took today in 19, takes 15 minutes more.
Sir, there is 1 minute. So on the contrary, today, now I'm going to Meghnad Desai on a very important point about the end of populism. You see, Meghnad Desai, what I find interesting and perhaps laudable is that the Modi government has not done this whole business of...
definition of populism is absolutely fallacious.
Sir, I am asking you a definition of scam. Where did the money go?
Is absolutely... No, you don't divert the discussion. I am telling Meghnad Desai's definition.
Let Lord Meghnad Desai answer.
Meghnad, please.
No, one second. You have not answered my question. I will not let you move on. No, I won't, sir. You have to first answer my question.
No.
Where did the money go?
Mr. Meghnad Desai, being noted economist, he is aware of the marginal cost pricing and full cost pricing of the public utility services.
No, Lord Desai can answer. No, Lord Desai cannot take that. Lord Desai can take that.
Public television,
Lord Desai can answer this. Lord Desai. Lord Desai will answer.
There are two standard principles of pricing public utility. One is marginal cost pricing, and the second is full cost.
Who the hell cares about pricing? Where are the rail tracks? Where are the rail tracks? Where are the trains? I don't care about the pricing.
Why am I?
No, one second. Reply from Meghnath Desai.
No, you will make a reply for Meghnath.
Let us come to economics. Let us come to economics. I want answer. I want answer from Mr. Meghnath Desai.
Okay, you're taking over the program. Meghnath Desai is answering to it. Meghnath Desai.
I mean, if somebody lets me talk, I can answer.
Go ahead.
If you marginal cost price everything, then you have to pay the difference somewhere, right? The money has to come from somewhere. The railways didn't used to be at a loss in the old days in the 50s and 60s, 70s. Now they're running a loss. So what it is even less than marginal cost pricing, but the suffering is also on the poor because the debt is so high. The debt is so high, the public debt is so high that 1/3 of tax revenue is spent on interest, and there's no money for health. There is no money for education, and that is what populism costs you. Populism costs the poor. Populism costs are borne by the poor. They don't get health. They don't get education because populist governments. Listen to me.
I'm very sorry.
Okay.
With all respect for you,
can I finish?
You have totally. I'm very sorry.
Can I finish?
You are saying that the poor will be burdened. Why you are not going for redistribution of income?
Can I finish?
30%. I am asking Mr. Desai.
Can I finish?
30%
Can I finish? Can I finish?
Can bear the burden for the poor.
Let him.
Can I finish?
Finish.
Can I finish?
Why not? No, why not? No, you answer.
Can I finish?
Why the 30% affluent
Can I
section of the
finish?
society?
Let him finish his point.
Can you
Let Meghnath Desai finish his point. Sir, understand one thing. Sir, I say one thing. Let him finish. Let him finish. Go ahead. No, 1 sec. Don't be exasperated. You are exasperated debating with a Congress politician. I debate with Congress and BJP politicians every day for a living. So Meghnath Desai
doesn't get paid for that.
But Meghnath Desai, don't be exasperated. I say Meghnath Desai, don't lose your shirts. I say this to you, sir. Don't lose your shirt. Please finish your point.
Now, listen. I'm trying to explain. A real disaster in Indian public finances. India spends the highest proportion of its budget on interest on debt. And the debt is risen because time after time, scheme after scheme is underpriced, deficit is created, debt is enhanced, and paying interest means you don't have money for health, you don't have money for education, you don't have money for investment, and that is the price you pay. This
correlation. Let's have a contribute.
Macroeconomics of debt. Debt and interest and the cost of
Rita Brata is taking you on. Rita Brata, and after that, Pawan Verma. Rita Brata.
I have a question for Lord.
Rita Brata is taking you on.
He is saying that you don't have money on health, you don't have money on education. Yes, it's true. But very interestingly, we have seen Congress is responsible in the last 10 years for that. Thousands and thousands of crores of money that are given as tax exemptions. When you oppose them, the minister said that these are incentive packages, these are stimuluses. If that money was there, 5.73 lakh crores, you can spend that money for public expenditure. The new government, interestingly, we are speaking on about bullet trains. I don't know, 306 km/h. How Rajdhanis are running at 135 maximum speed. Still we have accidents. 60,000 crores you are spending for one bullet train from Mumbai to Ahmedabad. I am thinking when we are speaking about this, Dr. Manmohan Singh said that India must tighten, the people of India must tighten their belts. Now this government, after coming to power with the promise of Achhe Din, is telling the Indian people that their stringent measures have to be taken. Financial discipline needs to be there. And that's why this government in this budget had linked up the future prices with the fuel adjustment factor. This means that
Yes,
every
they have.
increase in price
Yes, they have. Yes, I wanted that so much.
cost of travel.
Yes, they have.
170% it is correct.
1 second. One at a time. One at a time. One at a time.
Price will go up, rail fare will go up.
One at a time. First of all,
let's be totally realistic.
This is first of all, it's a very controversial subject. I am surprised, Rita Brotho, I am surprised this subject has come so late in the day. I am going to extend this debate. My question is, the government has decided...
Let me just say a word.
Sir, can I say one sentence? One sentence, sir. The government has decided that in future, train fares, train prices will depend on the cost of fuel. Right?
Simple as that.
The left party say this is the biggest betrayal on the Aam Aadmi. This is going to make us extend the debate. We'll have one speaker at a time. First, taking on Rita Brotho is Omkar Goswami. After that, I'll toss the debate. Let's open this debate up. Yeah, go ahead.
Very simple.
Go ahead. We'll also open the lines.
When the cost of fuel, which is a very, very important input to railways or many other such things, goes up, it should be passed on. If it is not passed on, you have another option. You can either pass on the cost or you can print notes. Okay? If Rita Brotho and others of his ilk feel do not pass. No.
What ilk? Define the ilk.
The ilk is the left. The ilk are people who don't understand economics.
Oh, he doesn't understand economics.
I do not think he does. I don't think he does. You don't pass. If you don't want to pass it,
earning less than...
If you do not want to pass the cost, print notes. If you print notes, your deficit increases. All other things being equal, inflation increases, debt increases, and you get right royally Roger.
Is that what you told the people?
Simple as that.
And what about the person out there who says, you didn't exactly tell me this when you asked me to vote for the BJP?
Not collected is 5.1 lakh crore. Fiscal deficit is 5.2 lakh crore. So don't give tax concessions.
Okay, next
spend the money on the
Rita Brotho.
Spend the money on...
I am completely with you. No tax concessions and pass the price.
Okay, and one second. How much of passing the price will account for the cost of one Ahmedabad-Mumbai bullet train? Please, Omkar Goswami,
zero.
Be realistic.
No, this Ahmedabad, forget about this.
No, I'll keep repeating.
I am completely saying this Ahmedabad-Mumbai bullet train is a dream of the
but
minister.
It's a dream that's been put up there and served to the people of this country.
And I think it would have been best left. It would have been best left unsaid.
Well, then it was said.
Hang on. I am not Modi's, fan follower. Okay. So let me make it very clear. It need not be here. It need not have been there. And in any case, in a 2 years or 3 years time, it can't be executed.
1 minute, please. Next speaker on the whole subject of linking the railway fares. Pawan Verma, by the way, MJ Akbar coming to you in a bit. You'll have to take on Pawan Verma's points on this one. Pawan Verma, the betrayal, the greatest betrayal in this bye-bye populism approach of Narendra Modi is to allow the railway minister to link future rail fares to the diesel prices. Now, you know what people will say, Pawan Verma, and MJ, think about this. What's happening? We know what's happening in North Africa. We know what's happening in the oil fields. We know how the geopolitics is placed right now. There is a genuine fear that prices may go up. In that case, tomorrow, will you say that a third-class Mumbai Rajdhani, third-class AC should cost more than flying between Mumbai and Delhi?
No,
Is that what we are
way more. It will be way more. The aviation turbine fuel will go up at 6 times the price.
No, whatever.
What are we talking about?
No, but you're going to link it. You're going to link it. You're going to pass on the burden.
If crude goes up, aviation turbine fuel goes up. Yeah.
1 second, please. My question is to Pawan Verma.
As an essential commercial commodity. Just ridiculous.
Change that.
Meghnad is a friend. And an
Omkar Goswami, that was Omkar Goswami.
One of the problems of economists is, now I was hearing Meghnad earlier on populism. One of the problems of economists is when they draw models in a otherwise political void. You are dealing in a country like India where all budgets and accountability have to balance the subsidies that you must provide for the poor when they are literally surviving at survival level.
Let me share
and
with
they
you.
Need to. Just let me finish. Give me 30 seconds.
Please.
Give me 30 seconds.
Please.
So, actually, and how you raise revenues and how you raise revenues through other means. Now, I say to you quite simply, my only point to you is, you are now afraid of withdrawing subsidies from the rich and but creating more facilities for them at huge costs, which you can ill afford, whereas the common person travelling by the train has become the source of your revenue raising. You yourself raised the question of surplus land. Was it considered? Have other innovative mechanisms been tried?
Was it? Was it? That question will be answered by MJ Akbar. I'm going to take a short break. A very short break. Omkar Goswami, Mr. Mungekar and Meghnad Desai haven't spoken on this yet, and neither have you.